So today we're talking about anime that revolutionized the genre. You could say that changed anime forever. And I think there's a lot to talk about with this topic. Yeah, man. Where do y'all want to start? Because like we could either just start like we could try to go back in time and be like, okay, we're gonna start from when anime first started coming out and kind of work our way up, or like just kind of do it random as fuck.
I think we should start back a little bit and just
Random as fuck.
you a bitch, Omar. The one thing that I say, Omar's like, nah, the other one. Nah, fuck you for that. Nah, we got.
I was eating a cookie, so I couldn't say beforehand.
Shut up.
That is funny as
But
hell.
no, we should do it from the start so we can be like, wow, this notable anime like happened here, and because of that, this happened next.
Nah,
And
that's
then
a good,
that, like, and then
it's kind of valid though.
That's too much thinking
nah,
on how
Omar,
when
you're too
years came out.
simple-minded. You got too much of a pea brain, bro.
Okay. What's
Fuck?
the
Yeah, so you telling me you know all the years that would come in order?
I didn't say all the years. I'm saying like over time. Just be like, oh, I know that this anime like came out like after-ish. Like
okay?
After-ish.
I'm not talking about like super precise. Be like, this anime came out in December of 2001. Like, no, I'm not talking about that type of shit. I'm talking about just like rough chronological order.
All right. Well, I would like to first bring your
Chronological is such
attention
a pain.
to Legend of the Galactic Heroes.
The what? Fucking what? River, why the fuck?
You're shut your ass up.
Shut up, bro. Shut up.
Hey, I mean they say it was revolutionary. I just haven't seen it myself.
Who?
I mean, but what, does that mean it was revolutionary? Like I don't know.
What
like,
is it?
There's kind of like a Kogias type of anime, but like old and like longer.
I don't get it. Well, what was the show?
It's like I think it's like a
Bro,
mecha
what's the
anime.
name of the show, Chief?
Oh, Legend of the Galactic Heroes.
God damn.
My bad, bro. I thought you heard me this time. Man,
To be fair, I did hear him the first time, Omar. So you might
I
just be
didn't,
stupid.
so that's why I kept asking.
damn, he just called it, bro. Omar, me personally, I'm not taking that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't even
the
count.
instigator.
Uh
But nah, all right, on some real shit. What is the first? Okay, we'll do it like this. What's the first anime that pops into your mind when you think this anime made leaps and bounds ahead of everybody else? It was ahead of its time.
Dragon
well,
Ball.
yeah, I was kind of
Really?
well, I mean, because you could go. I feel like there's some before Dragon Ball, but like Dragon Ball is like the easiest. You know, that's the most common. Probably people would say.
I think Ava
I knew it. I knew he was gonna
revolutionized
say
anime,
that.
bro.
Okay, but when did Ava come out though?
A
Type shit.
while
99.
ago, bro. Let me look this up.
99.
Okay,
Yeah,
if I'm not
something like
mistaken,
that.
Dragon Ball came out before that,
Dragon Ball came
Well-
out in the 80s.
right? I mean, if we really want to start from the
95
beginning,
is
it would be
Neon
Astro
Genesis
Boy, right?
Evangelion.
That's the manga or the anime?
Anime.
What year did you say?
95.
95. Well,
Is
Dragon
Ava.
Ball. We'll start with Dragon Ball then, man.
Okay.
But I think this is very specific to. Well, I think there's two I like to bring up, and that's Dragon Ball and Yu Yu Hakusho. That in terms of older shonen anime, that pretty much started the path that we've been down now. I mean, you could throw some others in the mix, but I think Dragon Ball, like when you look at where we are today in terms of shonen, that was kind of like the grandfather of everything. And then Yu Yu kind of came out around the same time, so you can definitely tell that there were.
I thought you came out in the 90s.
It said, oh yeah, wait, was it? I swear it said 82. It might have been 90.
fuck?
Oh, it was 92. Yeah, okay. Well,
Oh,
you know,
finna
it's-
say.
River, you need to get your eyes checked.
bro, get off my meat, my
That
brother.
9's looking like a 8. What the fuck?
Bro, suck my dick, bro. This is crazy. But yeah, so yeah, I think Dragon Ball's a good place to start. Do you have what do you want to say about it, Omar? Like in terms of
What I want to say about it was
Revolutionary
obviously one of the best shows to ever come out of existence.
That's L. That's an L take. That's an L
All right,
take.
then I'm done talking.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
done
an
talking
L
now.
take.
I can't talk in this spot anymore. Obviously, like the disrespect I just heard. Like,
Okay, but what
okay,
you
how are you
said?
gonna
You
say
said
it's so goated when, like, I can understand, like, Goku as a figure in anime is goated, like, without a doubt. but the show itself is mediocre at best.
Nah,
That's okay.
Because the
Omar,
power-
I didn't say all that. I ain't say all
see,
that.
you see. I'm about to throw
The
hands.
power-ups take so long, bro.
That's the good parts right
it's
there.
One fight stretched over like 10 episodes. And
Fuck yeah!
and 5 of those episodes are just Goku going, like, no.
Bro, I'll tell you right now, the Frieza fight is one of the longest fights in all of anime. And I rewatch it as many times as I want to.
I guess.
I mean,
That's like you watching Sword Art Online again. Like, what the fuck? That trash
but
ass
at least
shit.
I don't watch
Damn.
Kirito power up for 5 episodes.
damn.
He just fucks shit up. He doesn't
Damn.
need to sit there and scream into the air to get strong.
No, that's like one of the best shits. Like, it makes you as a kid want to become a Super Saiyan.
Not
Come
me.
on.
No.
Were you
I
as a
don't
kid
wanna-
want to be a
no.
Kirito? That loser looking ass.
Yeah, bro. You think I would, dude? You think I would?
Hold on,
Let me put it like this: would I rather scream for like 3 hours, or would I rather dual wield weapons and solo bosses? Yeah, I'm going with the second one.
No way we're
no, see,
debating
I
Kirito and
can't-
Goku right now.
can't do that. I can't do it.
Yeah,
Because listen. Who would you rather fight? Now, who would you rather fight?
No, this is crazy.
One of the buffest guys out there, or a 14-year-old that you could dick slap and kill?
This
Like,
isn't even about that.
that's
though.
crazy.
You're totally
Nah,
bringing
nah,
it off
nah, nah.
topic.
See,
That's
that's
not even
crazy.
what this is about.
You would obviously want to be Goku, and then Goku goes to Dragon Ball, and Dragon Ball goes into peak. That's what
Dude,
it is.
oh,
That
dude,
is it right
that
there.
is like the dumbest fucking linking that I've ever fucking seen.
That was
Like,
crazy
Goku's
linking, but-
goated, so Dragon Ball is like, no, that's so fucking
Yes,
stupid.
yes, that's
so
exactly
dumb.
how it goes.
That's so, bro. That is the
I think-
worst logic I've ever heard. Omar.
I'll give you some better logic. Dragon Ball, in terms of fights, in terms of the way it, what's the word for that? The way its arcs were constructed, the way that its characters, the character arcs, like we've seen multiple characters be somewhat modeled after the Goku, or like a Goku or a Vegeta, for example,
It's
like
just
kind
a
of be
bunch of
modeled
fucking
after that.
copycats, bro. They
And
were like,
we've
oh, this
seen a
formula
lot of shonen
works.
anime structure their arcs similar to Dragon Ball, because like you got to keep in mind, bro, like basically in Z, because we're not even talking about the OG Dragon Ball, but we could also talk about that. I just haven't seen it, so it's a bit hard to. I'm sure Omar could say some stuff about that. But in Z you had the Namek. Well, you had the Saiyan saga, the Namek saga, the Cell saga, the Buu saga, and like those sagas were like fire, and they had certain constructed ways that were put into shonen to this day, and like that's the thing that it is. Same with the fights, like the way it's structured, it's very similar to how a lot of these shonen are now, and like you can definitely see the resemblance. I think personally,
I can see the resemblance, yes. Like I won't, but at the same time, like the fights are just way better now because they're not drawn out over such long periods of time. And the character, like that's my least favorite thing about Goku and like Saiyans in general. It's like they're fucking like screaming, and I hate it. It reminds me of Asta, and I hate Asta.
Ugh.
no, I will say
Hey,
that.
maybe this is why I like Asta more than other people.
Dude, okay, so all this means is, Omar, you just like screaming people really loud. That's what
No,
you
I
like
don't.
to watch.
That's not true.
That's so
not true.
dumb. Like that's it.
That's
That's
not
all
true,
that
though.
means. That's all that means.
That's not true though.
Because you can't tell me that all the Saiyans are like all different. They're not, bro. They all do the same exact thing. They're like, oh, I'm gonna scream really loud until my hair changes.
You
color,
obviously
and then I'm
don't know
stronger."
what happened on Planet Bardock.
Shut up.
That's disrespectful to the entire Saiyan race right there. I
Shut up,
should
Omar.
honestly throw hands with you.
Bro, I don't care, bro. I don't care.
Okay,
I really
but
don't.
how did this morph into this argument though?
Because he brought up Sword Art. That's how.
Oh yeah,
He was like,
No, bro want to put some disrespect
Nah, he
on
did.
Dragon Ball Z.
I go out there. You did disrespect DBZ, bro. I ain't
yeah,
gonna lie
bro,
to
for
you.
good reason.
For what? How's that
What
good
the
reason?
Fuck?
Because, bro, it's just so mind-numbing to see somebody scream for 3 hours. I don't
Okay,
wanna
okay,
watch
but-
that.
but-
At least
when
the
I see
fights
that,
have some passion.
when I see that happen, I'm like, I don't want to watch this. This is so boring. I don't care. I don't care about somebody screaming and then people in the background narrating why he's screaming. Like that's so
No,
dumb.
okay,
I want to
look,
watch
look.
fights happen. That's why I watch shit like Sword Art, because Sword Art, the fights fucking happen.
I will say it is a downfall of the anime, but from what I've heard, the manga fixes those issues. Like that's not an issue in the manga now.
Yeah, because when you're reading the manga, you don't have 5 panels of just the same picture of like they don't do that.
Well, it
They
fixes
wrap
the
it up into
pacing.
one panel.
The problem with the pacing is it does go back to when it came out. Like that, the part of the reason that the pacing is like that is because they wanted to drag it out, and that's how they thought about it more so at the time.
Which is
You can
why
s-
it's bad.
you can see that in One Piece as well. Like for example, like that's kind of how One Piece is structured a bit as well. Like with the filling it up during the canon episodes, which is kind of ass because you should just if you're gonna make filler episodes so people can just skip it. But that's besides the point. It's just kind of lame, but that's just kind of how they did it at the time. But like, I don't think that you can just. I know we're talking about anime here, but if we're also talking about if we talk about the manga as well, that criticism is kind of deadened a bit. It's not
Yeah, if we
going to
bring
be
the
the
manga
same.
into
So
it, yeah, it's dead in a bit. But we're talking about the anime right now, and the
That's fair.
anime is mind numbing because of that. That's the
Yeah.
reason I will not watch Dragon Balls because I don't want to have to fucking deal with somebody screaming in my ear just like to get stronger.
But I definitely respect it though, and like I definitely respect it as an anime. I enjoyed it personally, but I haven't watched it in a while. So it could be a bit different now, but I still wouldn't doubt that I would now even. Because
Nah,
like
I could watch the entire thing from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Super, and I'd enjoy every single episode.
Dragon Ball was so boring, bro.
I do think that Frieza fight might fuck me up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, a little bit, because like I do remember how long that shit was, and I liked it when I was a kid. But now, like once you stop dealing with filler, and once you start saying fuck filler, it's harder to like just let filler slide, because then you're used to not having to deal with it as much. And it's like, fuck, bro, I have to actually sit through this shit.
Yeah, I have to sit through and listen to this dude scream. I'm not about that.
I don't even
That's
think do they really scream that much? I don't think
Yes.
so, bro. I
They do.
I think you're dragging it. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not, bro.
I
That's how
guarantee you,
that's how they power up, bro.
He's only
That's how
thinking
they
of the
power
time where
up.
they turn Super Saiyan 3. That's
Bro.
it. That's it.
Yeah, when they go Super Saiyan, like when they don't really be. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like it's not as much screaming. Like I don't know, bro.
I bet
Like,
you.
Like, come on, like when Goku yells Kamehameha, you tell me not putting your hands in the Kamehameha?
I'm not.
Oh, see,
I am not doing
I can't
that.
talk in this podcast anymore.
I'm not doing that, bro.
Can't talk anymore. Sorry, I did my best, River, but this is insane.
Just because I don't
Okay.
like Dragon Ball.
This
But-
is
but-
insane.
But let's move on with our timeline then, because we can all, even though Dylan criticizes Dragon Ball, he can agree that
I
it's
can
very
agree that it was
revolutionary.
like a big and moving it forward, but nowadays it's like compared to what we have now, it's absolute dog shit.
It's better than a bunch of anime that's come out, bro.
Absolute
Yeah, I
cap,
ain't
bro.
gonna
My
lie.
dress up darling's better than fucking
Oh my
Dragon Ball.
god, fuck no.
Get shit on.
Don't even mention
Take the
any
truth.
slice of life
Take the
anime.
real
Oh,
truth. Take the real-
man.
My dress up darling greater than
Bro, you're
Goku.
just horny for a 15-year-old. Chill.
Not true. Not true, bro. It's got more plot than Dragon Ball does.
More plot? What do you mean more plot? That's
What I'm
cap.
talking about, bro. The formation of relationships is so focused on in My Dress Up Darling.
There's like 20 relationships in Dragon Ball, and obviously you didn't know it.
They're
Bro,
all
you
mid
are
as fuck.
tripping, bro. Like Dragon Ball might not have the most like craziest plot, but there's actually good plot for Dragon Ball. Like honestly, like
All Dragon Ball is just fights, bro. That's
bro,
it.
like the
All the
Saiyan
plot
saga
is-
into
all
the
the
Frieza
plot
saga,
All the plot is a way to connect fights. That's it.
bro.
That's how I see it for Dragon Ball.
You can't tell me the way the Saiyan saga was made, where Goku doesn't know who he is. It's like, okay, now these Saiyans are coming. They came to Earth. He has to fight them, but he's actually one of them. He didn't even know this. And then then there's Namek and there's Frieza that was in control of the Saiyans. Now he's like, oh shit, I'm gonna combat this. And he has to go to Namek, and then it all kind of ties together. And it's like, damn, now if he's fucking fighting Frieza and going Super Saiyan, which have been hinted at for like the whole anime so far, and it's like, oh shit. And it's like that whole there's a lot there. And then in the Cell Saga, you
Exactly.
had the past where freaking Trunk
All the way
you
to
had the
Dragon
future.
Ball, where the Red
the
Ribbon
future.
Army was.
Yeah, and then you had the future where Trunks comes from the future. One's about Cell. There's the whole Android shit going on. There's a lot of shit that I think it definitely gets downplayed in terms of the plot in Dragon Ball for sure. 100%.
I think
100%.
it's spot on. I think it's just focused on fights. I think that's where they put all their energy into.
Bro, no, bro. Like I understand, like, definitely is focused on fights more so, but there's plot there. It's not non-existent by any means.
It's barely there though, bro.
Barely is crazy, and there's also relationships in it too. Like we can't act like Bulma and Vegeta, for example, is a relationship that was developed throughout the show.
I guess let me put it like this, right? The reason Dragon Ball doesn't interest me is because I view the length of fights as a con, and I also prioritize like the depth of a show more than fights. And I don't think Dragon Ball's deep at all. I don't think
Isekais cannot be that deep.
Bro, Shield Hero season 1, deep as fuck.
Bro, Dragon Ball has more depth than you think, bro. Like Vegeta's character has a lot of depth, bro. Like honestly, bro, like it does. He has a lot of depth as a character. Piccolo,
I guess
has some depth as a character. Trunks, depth as a character. Or bro, like Goku, he kind of has depth as a character, but
the only depth of a character that Goku has is he's a bad dad.
That's crazy, dude.
That's bad.
Anyways, I don't want to stick on Dragon Ball for too long, but
neither do I.
Wow.
Yeah,
Omar, I'll let you finish it off though if you want anything else.
no, I'm not saying nothing no more.
Okay. This man Omar's
He's butthurt because I don't agree with
which is
him.
understandable. But nah, bro, like that was kind of crazy the way you got put that. But it's fine.
I put it the way I was thinking it, bro. That's all I gotta say.
Anyways, I want to bring it
hear what Dylan says.
just because I already brought it up. I want to bring up Yu Yu Hakusho as well because I think that's definitely as well clearly revolutionized in many ways. Shown
I don't see how Yu Yu Hakusho did anything.
You don't see how it did anything?
No, I just
think-
know it's a good old show, but that's it.
Like I think Yusuke, definitely you can see his inspiration in like Ichigo, for example, and in characters of that nature. He has that type of inspiration. And then I think like I don't know if the trope of like having like I don't really want to spoil this for Dylan. Dylan, you might want to take your headphones off for like 5 seconds. When we found out he was a demon, like I don't know if that trope had been done. You're good now. You're good. I don't know if that trope had been done before, like he did it. You know what I'm saying? So that was like something as well, like because I feel like that's been done a lot since then. For an example, and then the Dark Tournament as well. Like I think that kind of revolutionized tournament arcs, I would say. And then the other characters like, and then even moving into Hunter x Hunter. Even if you just want to be like, okay, well, Yu Hakusho also helped Hunter x Hunter get made, then that's another
that's what
thing
I
on
was
its
thinking.
resume to check
How
out.
those two tied together because
So-
Hunter x Hunter, in my opinion, I think Hunter x Hunter is way bigger than Yu Yu Hakusho. Like with like fan base wise, like more people recognize Hunter x Hunter than they do Yu Yu Hakusho.
I mean, that's true, but like I think Yu Hakusho's fan base is much more diehard.
Yeah,
I'll
but
say that.
what I'm saying is that it laid the groundwork for something like Hunter x Hunter to blow up to the point where Hunter x Hunter did, where now Hunter x Hunter has a much more massive fan base than its predecessor.
And the power system too, bro. Like you remember Omar, the power system in the what's it called? What arc was that? I think it was the third one, the black that Bible black. What was no? That's not.
Whoa, River, what?
Bro, did
What?
not just say-
Whoa, you did not just bring up Bible Black. You did
I
not
can't
put that
think
into
what it's called,
conversation,
bro.
River.
I'm
Oh
tripping,
my
bro.
God.
River, what is, bro? He's down horrendous. Jesus.
Okay, well, what is that arc called, Omar? You know what I'm talking about.
Called the horny arc. That's what that is.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
right
know-
as
I
you
know
say
what you're
Bible
talking
Black,
about. I know
RJ
what you're
shows
talking
up.
about.
Oh my gosh. No, RJ, no, that's not what I meant.
Yeah, bro, that's what you meant, River. That's what was on your mind, apparently. He had just finished watching that before the
no,
before the
I've never
podcast.
even seen it.
That's cap, bro.
That's
Otherwise,
probably
it
the
wouldn't have been on your
problem.
mind.
To why I would even mention it. Bro, I'm so upset that I couldn't think of what that arc was called. Hold on. I'm
Chapter
looking it up.
Black.
Chapter Black. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks.
RJ. Thank RJ.
Okay, so you know how they had like how they had the places where you would enter and like they had the ability. It's like kind of like okay, the only way I can explain this is by saying domain expansion. They basically had domain expansions before JJK had their domain expansions, like type shit. They did, bro. There was literally domain expansions in Yu Yu Hakusho, and like that's kind of crazy to think about.
That's kind of cool.
And then like there's a lot of shit, bro. And then the demons, there wasn't a lot of I don't know like all of the shows that have come out, but oh my gosh, we're not talking about Black right now. This is crazy. I'm sure
RJ's
Dylan would
onto
agree with
something,
that.
bro. RJ's onto something.
This is crazy. But like, yeah, you had the demons they were fighting, the spirit that like the spirits and shit. That was also something that revolutionized some shit, inspired some shit. I think there's a lot there, Omar. I think you. I mean, after what I said, I feel like y'all could agree with that.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I guess.
I think that's fair.
So, yes. Okay. All right, though. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let. Do y'all have any like coming up next? I know like Omar's probably gonna have one.
I got one, but it's like it's a fucking given without
I
a
mean, we
doubt.
could talk
Like,
about Ava.
we're gonna have to bring up a few givens. We can't just talk about stuff that's not. But like first given.
Hey,
and,
so you just gonna act like Yu's not a given? Put some respect on you, man.
I don't think when it I don't think what revolutionized anime it doesn't pop in
Oh,
my
you
head
haven't seen
first.
it though either. To be fair.
Yeah, but still, I just
Okay.
stuff
Yeah,
like
I guess.
AOT that revolutionized anime.
Bro, I thought we were going in order.
Bro, you just said, oh my god, bro.
Are you gonna talk about Ava? You're just gonna
Am I
ignore
gonna talk
Ava.
about Ava? Okay, Ava I guess was after you. Yeah. Okay, I think Ava. Hold on,
Gundam?
let me look up something real quick.
I don't think any of us are hip on Gundam, but Gundam's definitely a shout. Obviously, like that is probably one of the bigger ones you could mention for sure.
What?
It's just
Gundam.
another mecha anime.
Well, the whole franchise, like there's like fucking massive.
I know that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that.
Well, I'm telling Dylan as well. Like there's so many different Gundams and different shows for Gundams, but yeah.
Okay, Code Geass was released in 2006, right? Ava was released in 95. I think Ava kind of pushed the Gundam agenda with like mecha. That's what I meant. Thank you. They pushed the mecha agenda while making people like think about shit unintentionally.
Oof.
And
as fuck.
Bro,
what?
the first Gundam was in 1979.
Yeah, but I'm saying Ava pushed the genre forward.
Fair. Okay.
I think Ava brought like the mecha type shit into the light. That's what I'm saying. Because I feel like that kind of I feel like Ava's a very well-known anime. And in my opinion at least. And so I don't know, man. I feel like Ava was one of the earlier versions of animes that make you think. Like even if some people will straight up be like, "Hey, bro, it's fake deep, whatever." I don't care if you think it's fake deep or whatever. But Ava pushed the fucking agenda, dude. They were like, "Let's combine action with fucked up backstories and shit that makes you question reality." Like that, like I'm telling you, Ava was that shit, bro. Ava was that shit enough to where everybody freaked out because of the first ending, and they basically pushed so hard for another ending. And then after that, because that did so well, bro, they released it was like Death and something, or like there was like 2.0, 3.0, like they were releasing it back to back.
Yeah.
Like they like Ava was big, bro. I'm telling you.
I'm hip. Omar, have you seen Ava yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you agree with what he's saying then?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But then I have to disagree because
Omar's one of the people that if I'm correct, Omar's one of the people that thinks Ava is fake deep.
No, I just want to piss you off.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. That makes sense.
Oh man.
But yeah, I would say Ava would be the next step in line for a noticeable push for a certain genre.
Bro, I would kind of love to see you and Chris talk about Ava. I feel like that'd be fun.
Me and who?
You wouldn't know Chris. I don't think you ever met him, but Omar, you might remember him. He was on a pause like a while back.
A while back is out of my memory.
Yeah, I know. He probably is. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to explain it to you. I don't know if you ever saw him with his camera on, but yeah. Anyways, Ava was his number one, so that's really all I'm saying. Overflow changed the game. Same with Kiss X. This is nasty work.
Hey, bro.
emergency happened at work. Can't flow in this time, but you just flowed in, bro. You can flow in and then flow back later.
Yo,
Type shit.
Archie saying facts, bro. Bible Black changed the game, bro.
Oh my god.
Bible Black changed the game.
Anyways, Omar, I'm gonna let you take the next one because I'm pretty sure in the timeline I kind of know what's coming next if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. All right. Now you know I mentioned Dragon Ball already, but there's something even better than Dragon Ball. Can you guess what it is?
Bro, I
It
don't
starts
know,
with the
bro. I
O.
don't know. What could it be, bro? Black Clover? that can't be it.
No.
Demon Slayer? No, that can't be it either.
Nah.
You said it starts with the O?
It starts with an O.
It starts with an
Overlord?
O? Onizuka?
No, not
Oh, shit.
Onizuka.
Oh, fuck. Okay, that's actually
Give
what we
us a
could have
hint,
talked about too.
Omar.
I'll let you talk about this one first.
All right. Let's settle down, guys.
Okay, everyone settle down. Gather around.
All right, everybody listen.
We'll open up to chapter East Blue.
Oh, fuck, look, I don't have my notes.
Whoa,
Hold on,
that
hold on, hold on.
that sounds. Hold on, let me grab my notebook. Hold up.
These people are unprepared, man.
Alrighty, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right. The One Piece.
Woo! It's real, guys. It's real, everybody.
It's
Wow.
fucking real, Chief.
Wow.
It's fucking real.
Wow.
I see it on page 69 right here.
Yep.
Whoa.
Page
They show a
69.
picture of the One Piece on page 69.
What?
Yep.
I
Turn to it,
I don't
River, I'm
even know
telling
if
you,
Oda
bro.
knows what that looks like yet, to be honest.
I don't know, bro. It's right here.
They ain't got the secret stuff, bro.
I talked to the writer of it, so
Oda.
yeah.
This man Dylan has a one-way connect with Oda. Can we get him on the
Yep.
pod? You think?
Nah, he's kind of exclusive. He only likes to talk to me, really.
Fair enough. Why is
Wow,
that?
really? You're not even a One Piece fan. That's a little crazy.
I know, bro. That's why he likes to talk to me, because I don't care.
Oh, okay. So he can you can like give him the criticism and
Yeah, bro.
unbiasedly.
I'm
Okay.
not sucking One Piece's dick, so that's why that way he's just like, you know what? What do you think of this? And I'm like, dog shit, bro. Cut it. And then he's like, you know what, Dylan, you're right. This is why I keep you as my assistant. And I'm like, yeah, of course.
Bro, tell Oda some One Piece shit is dog shit is crazy. I'm not gonna
He's
lie.
been crazy.
He takes my advice,
gosh.
bro. Why do you think One Piece is so good?
Hey man, there you
Nah,
go.
He takes my advice.
you definitely would have added some isekai elements into that shit.
Just wait for this next part of One Piece coming up, bro. You're about to see some shit.
If I see someone get brought back to life, I'm beating your ass.
I'm telling you, bro. I put the ideas in his head, bro.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to talk to him now.
Nah,
Ain't no
bro.
way. Ain't no way.
You ain't changed his mind on this one. He was like, Dylan, I see what you're
Okay.
talking about with all this isekai shit. It is kind of fire. I'm gonna have to put some of this
Wow.
in One Piece. And I was
Oh,
like,
hell
smart, good
no.
call, good
One
call.
Piece would drop.
No way Oda saw Daily Life said, oh, I need that. I need
I
that.
need that in my show.
Heck, you know.
Bro, saw Raji on the shield and say, yeah, I need that right there, boy. I
He
need
saw
that
me.
right there.
He saw me talking about Mushoku and all the other ones. He's like, you know what? Give me that. I
This
need
man
some of
Oda
that.
saw I got reincarnated as a sword and said, Shanks, I got your sword. I got
Ooh,
your
yup.
next sword, my boy.
Yup.
He said, Zoro, fourth sword coming up. It's gonna be a
Ooh.
reincarnation.
He's gonna get 4 sword style. He's gonna
Or he
use
probably-
his,
he probably has-
he's
he might
gonna
have
he's
4
gonna
already,
hold
I
the next
don't
sword with his balls.
Nah, he be holding it in his ass cheeks. That's what they be.
Oh, bro, that's goaded,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. That's what I've
That's
seen
dope.
at least. I don't know if that's real or not. I think it
That's
is.
definitely real.
Gotta be, right, Omar?
I don't think that's real.
That's definitely real. It's coming up in about 500 episodes.
500 episodes.
He goes to the next level in about 500 episodes. He's like, you know what? 3 swords isn't enough, and he takes one. He permanently shoves it up his ass.
You know he has a move where like he gets 9, right?
Yeah.
I didn't ask. I'm saying he permanently uses 4 from now on because he constantly has one in his asshole.
I didn't even say in there, bro. I said
His basic form is
Alright.
4 blades.
I said he'd be like clenching it in there.
Nah. He doesn't do
Oh.
that, bro. It's like a tail.
Anyways, Professor, are we
Like
turning?
it,
Are we
yeah.
turning to page 2?
Yes.
Okay,
Alright.
bet. I'm on it.
All right. So, the One Piece. Let me tell you a little bit about this show. It's been, was it now, a little over 20 years.
Yep, it
And
says that in
wow.
the text right here. 22 years, I think.
22.
23.
23. And it's still.
Oh, there.
Tell me why it is still the #1 anime out there. Do you know why?
Sir, the book isn't saying anything. Is it in a later chapter?
You have the wrong book. Dipshit.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
What
You
Come
have
on,
the
man.
wrong
Oh,
book,
no,
my
I'm
brother.
upside down. Okay. I got you. We're good now. I see it. I found it.
My students, man. This is crazy. See,
Hey, bro.
See, Dylan, this is why you have a B and not an A in this class.
I don't even think I have a B in this class, honestly. I'm pretty sure it's like a C plus, maybe.
I have a B on my record. Don't worry.
Okay, cool.
This
Now my
is
parents
class
won't beat me at
GTO, great teacher Omar.
Yep.
I'm
Get ready
glad
for
that
these
my,
life lessons.
I'm glad that I have that B because otherwise my parents would beat me at night. So that's good.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Okay.
In GTA.
And GTA, yeah.
Thanks.
Well.
Facts. Continue.
Okay. Where was I? I was talking about how good One Piece was, yes. For the past, 22, 23 years. River, what?
Professor, I think Dylan's sleeping.
No, I'm very ingrained in my book right now. It's very interesting.
Okay,
I
my
like
bad.
One Piece.
Okay. All right.
Alright,
Sorry,
well, if he
Professor.
falls asleep sitting up like that, that's a little crazy.
Yeah, bro. I sleep with my eyes open.
Nah, he was like this, bro. I don't know. I just had to make sure. My bad. But continue.
I got you. Don't worry. I'll give him an F next time I see it.
Sounds good.
His parents would fucking kill him after that.
Yep. That's
Facts,
actually if I get an F on something, they said go pick a stick from the backyard.
Yo, facts. in GTA though, in GTA.
Without a doubt in GTA, yeah.
Yep. Ooh, man. Had me there for a
One
second.
Piece.
RJ praying on your downfall right now.
Nah, but this story comes together with action, story, passion,
Yep.
emotion,
I'm seeing.
drama,
Yep.
comedy.
That one's in all caps, actually.
Yes, it's One Piece is everything combined, and then just a fucking right hook of world building. There is no show out there that has better world building than One Piece.
Yep, the last 50 pages are all dedicated to world building in this book, I think. It might be more, honestly. Is it more?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Maybe it is more.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either, to be honest.
Interesting.
Professor, what was revolutionary about One Piece? How did it change the game?
I need
forever?
to take notes on this part.
All right. Let me tell you how it changed the game. When you see a straw hat, what do you think?
Well, Luffy.
How do you know that name Luffy?
Whoa, he just blew my mind. Damn. Oh my god.
Damn. It is just like when you see Goku's hairstyle.
Right.
You think of Goku. It's like when you see Ichigo's sword without a handle.
So essentially what you're saying is it made it to where people who haven't seen the anime know the anime well because there are symbols in the real world that people will associate with One Piece now.
Precisely.
God, you're so knowledgeable. God.
Of course. We're talking about Goat Piece right here.
That's true.
River,
it actually says that's an alternate name that he thought of.
What'd you say?
What did I say about what?
You said River.
I didn't say shit.
No,
about
I was just saying, are you okay?
Oh no, my headphones are sounding weird, so I had to like double check my mic.
Oh, okay.
Your mic sounds fine to us.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, to be honest with you.
Oh, that sounds like an excuse, River. Should I deduct points?
No.
Oh,
okay.
No, man. I mean, if we really gonna get into it, bro, like I think that the way that One Piece has built a story over time, I think that's probably like I was literally watching something the other day and it was talking about how Oda like literally thought about One Piece like since he was a kid, like drawing that shit. Like he literally was planning shit out since he was like a kid, bro. Like that's how far back the story goes. Like he's planned for literally everything you can imagine in the story. Like the characters planned out. It's just like it's his like just creation, bro. And I think that's what every mangaka probably dreams to be able to do with their own story. And he did even inspire like I don't know, like I wouldn't mind writing a story. I don't know if I ever will, but it's like, damn, like that's so sick to be able to do some shit like that. And then I think that the world building, like you said, has definitely revolutionized everything as a whole. The characters,
I don't think there's a show that's going to live up to One Piece's world building
facts.
ever. I don't think
Yeah,
there's,
well,
unless they do something that's another long running show. I don't think there's anything that's going to live up to One Piece's world building.
and then in terms of a cast, bro, like having a cast of what, like, well, there's the Straw Hats get bigger as they go along, but it starts with the main five. Having a cast of 5 characters that get developed as intricately as they are in One Piece was pretty much I feel like mostly unheard of before that, and still to this day, it's pretty revolutionary to even be able to see how much Oda was able to create these characters and really delve into them and keep them all like moving at the same rate. Like in Naruto, for example, you got Naruto and Sasuke, and everyone else pretty much falls off like eventually, or they they don't have that long of an arc. It's like, but in One Piece, each of these characters has their own goals that
Yeah.
you're trying to achieve.
Each
striving for.
character has an arc, and like that, like I think the first time I really noticed that was with Chopper, and
that Chopper's arc, man.
Dude, Chopper's
hit my
arc
heart.
hit hard, dude. Chopper's arc is something else. And when I first saw that, I was like, wow, they really built him as like a character before they even introduced him to the team. Like that part was fucking cool.
You might even be able to credit One Piece with like flashbacks and shit like that. I don't know how often they were hitting those beforehand. But now it's
not even
spammed.
sure.
It's constantly spammed, bro.
Oh yeah, flashbacks are like, if you see a flashback, something important's about to happen now.
Nah, literally, like it definitely gets spammed these days.
Happened in the last episode. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh shit. Well, yeah, there you go.
Yep. See, I was surprised when I saw the flashback too. I'm like, huh? They know how to do that too, huh? Wow.
And also you could say like it probably also inspired. Now we can't just credit everything, all this shit to One Piece, because a lot of it's a little more general. But that I think a lot of it was inspired to be better at the very least, because even if some of the shit was done before One Piece, it wasn't done to the extent of One Piece. We know that. So
One
like I
Piece
think
went
another thing is like the foreshadowing going on throughout the show. From what I've heard, shit literally ties back right now to Skypiea. Right now, that's like 1,000 episodes. Skypiea was in the hundreds, bro. Like that's
I'm about
crazy.
to be.
Yes,
I'm
bro,
like, actually right at the beginning of Skypiea, and I'm on episode 150. I think 3 or 4.
Crazy, bro. Like
when I was watching that, when I was watching those episodes during Wano, they give you a huge flashback to a really important character, and that important character does a bunch of stuff in the past, and like it blew my mind when I fucking knew what happened. And there's still so much stuff we do not know One Piece. Still so many people we have not seen, either actually seen and their full potential in fighting or their backstory.
Right. 100%.
And it's still going, and like I can't see it stopping for a while. There's just so much to cover, and the fact that Oda knows what exactly he's fucking doing is so amazing.
It is pretty incredible. I can't even lie, bro. Like for sure.
Bro,
100%.
I barely have the foresight to set out clothes for tomorrow. The fact that he has the foresight to fucking plan all these arcs ahead of time, dude.
That's just fire,
Fuck no.
But yeah, I don't want to spend the whole pot on One Piece. I want to make sure we're hitting some more shows. I guess we could.
Look at what Phantom just said. Look at what Phantom just said.
I was pointing it up myself. SAO is revolutionary for being isekai mainstream. Honestly, yeah. I mean, we could talk about that now because I know we're trying to go in a timeline, but I don't really know what's next because I kind of lost track of where we. I don't even know what because
I guess Naruto.
One Piece is in '99, so.
Yeah, but
Naruto be next up?
I don't want to just keep saying shonen, bro. Like, sure, there's other shit to talk about besides shonen anime. Like,
did you say other stuff besides shonen?
Yeah, but I just don't know, like
Steins Gate.
Yeah, but in terms of, yeah, I'm just saying in terms of the timeline. That's why at this point maybe it doesn't matter. Like
this is why I didn't want to do the timeline thing, because you get confused.
Well, hey, we started out with the timeline. That's good enough.
We got the basics from that. What we did was we hit the basics from the OGs. Now it's whatever the fuck we want.
Right,
fuck
like
you guys.
Also,
we can switch it up when we want.
I don't know if we'll talk about these in more depth, but we could also throw like shows like Cowboy Bebop, GTO, things like that are older too that had a big impact on anime today, and
Yeah.
have had big impacts on anime.
Shit,
So
even Demon Slayer had an impact.
yeah,
I was saying to River when I brought the idea up for this topic, like Demon Slayer was revolutionary in its animation. Like that was like its animation alone was just like people like it like I shit on Demon Slayer a lot, right? I shit on it all the time. But I have to give it credit where it's due because its animation is fire and there's almost
Right.
nothing like Demon Slayer's animation.
And you know what's the thing about Demon Slayer? So, you know how people had the big jump in anime where a bunch of people were watching anime, right?
right.
And then there was a pause. And that pause was probably too brief, right? It was like too long, I'm guessing.
Mhm.
Demon Slayer came. Why did it explode so much?
You did
Right.
not just
Oh,
say
yeah.
Demon Slayer came and why did it explode so much?
Nah, that's
I
crazy.
sure did.
Yeah.
I sure did.
You did.
Bro. Down
No, yeah.
horrendous.
Demon Slayer definitely did have some revolutionary stuff. I think in terms
Nah,
of its
it blew up the anime and manga market.
I think a big reason why is I think Tanjiro is a very latchable main character where you can like you just get like you latch. I don't know why you latch on the Tanjiro because of like his like he's so pure. Like
I guess.
that's I don't know. That's I think Tanjiro as a main character draws people into Demon Slayer.
Goku's pretty pure.
Shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
you can say that. Yeah.
We don't talk about.
I mean,
Dragon
Tanjiro is kind of an L character, but I guess I see what you're
How
saying.
is Tanjiro an L character?
I don't know, bro. He's just kind of mid, bro. I ain't gonna
All right, I'm not even gonna push it. I don't care.
But nah, man, we can talk about SAO though now. Fuck it.
I'm fair. I'm cool with that.
Because I definitely think that in terms of isekai, I can't really remember a bigger name than SAO in terms of something that bring isekai into the limelight. So
Yeah,
hey,
I would. Yeah, with like isekai wise, I would say Sao made isekai mainstream. Even though
Right.
I still struggle with calling Sao an isekai, I if we're gonna call it an isekai, yeah, it made it pushed that type of show into the limelight.
right. There you go. Is there anything else about SAO that you can pretty much see in isekais now that have been taken from it, or like anything else that it kind of revolutionized? Do you think?
So in Sao, I really like so we're gonna look at SAO like this, right? Season 1, everybody knows season 1. Everything about season 1 was fucking goated, bro.
What they
The
say.
soundtrack was heat. The fights were heat. It was the beginnings of world building in that show. That was heat. And the fucking the romance and relationships between Asuna and Kirito, like the 2 episodes where they first start getting their own cabin and stuff when they retire for a little bit. Those are known episodes where everybody is like, yo, this is like this is fucking perfect. I love this. Like that. I remember feeling that the first time I was watching SAO. I was like, I could not be in any more bliss watching the show. This is just like everything that I ever wanted in a show. And I loved it. And then season 2 hit, and I was like, this is okay, but it's nothing like season 1. And then Gun Gale hit, and I was like, fuck this bullshit. I hate this. And then I guess it wasn't a filler arc, but it was, I don't know if it was a filler arc, but there was an arc between Gun Gale and Alicization. And that arc was like, it was like, we're going to kind of slightly make up for what happened in Gun Gale. And then they dropped Alicization and shit went bonkers, bro. Like, I think Alicization is slept on, like hardcore. I don't think people talk about Alicization enough because Sword Art Online went like hit a different level the second that Alicization came out, because like the entire time that Sword Art was going on, like it's all like it's like video game type shit, like like it's got those effects too, where like if you get hit it's like a blue slash and it's like kind of like digital and stuff like that. And then Alicization hits and they're like, you know what, we're gonna make this shit real. And it's like they upped the gore, they upped the fucking like the in-depth world building, like the concept behind how the Alice in Wonderland, the concept behind how like the way they inspired They inspired that world from Alice in Wonderland, is what the name was after, right? That's why, like, the main character's name for Alicization is Alice. She's the whole thing around the project. And it's just like, it's fucking insane because there's all this stuff. Like, they bring up the debate about like what is like what can we consider a life? Like, what is the definition for like life? And they bring into the concept of like souls and stuff like that. Like, if we can create an artificial soul, do we consider this soul to be a living thing? Because like it's just, they go crazy in Alicization. The animation for fights too, for Alicization War of the Underworld, those fights went crazy. There were fights that went crazy in Alice. Dude, I cannot talk about how much I love that season. I genuinely can't.
There you go. There you go. Hey, I mean, yeah, like I said, from what I've heard, like SAO was kind of the main one that they kind of revolutionized.
If you can get past those shitty arcs in the middle, if you can get past if you make it through Gun Gale Online, you're in for a fucking treat. That's what I will say.
There you go. Phantom also brought up Hack Quantum and Excel World were the first steps into the video game world genre. So I guess that's kind of before SAO even. So shout out to those as well. But I guess SAO just kind of took that and ran with it in a way.
I haven't seen those. I'll have to check them out if they deal with video games and stuff.
There you go. Oh, he also said, forgot Demon Slayer. I feel like Soul Eater doesn't get enough credit for expanding anime as far as art style, especially in the mainstream. Yeah, Soul Eater definitely had a different art style than I think a lot of people were probably used to at the time. Well, I don't know about at the time, but like looking back at it now, like looking at his art style, I didn't watch it, but like definitely seeing that it is definitely different. Yeah, facts. What else am I gonna bring up next? I think we gotta, if we're talking about SAO.
I think it's time for A. O.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I think it's time for AOT.
I think we gotta talk about AOT, man.
We have to talk about AOT. In my opinion, AOT made anime mainstream. That's what I think. I think AOT blew up, and everybody was like, "Yo, this show like is fucking wild." And I think it roped people who previously did not watch anime. I feel like it roped people back in. Like,
I'll put it like this. I think DBZ and Naruto made anime a thing in the West, but then AOT is what you could say made it mainstream. Like it was like without Naruto and DBZ, AOT couldn't have made it mainstream. But
well, I think that's the way to say for anything. It pushed it
that forward. It made that last step, kind of broke the boundary that was kind of there at the time, because DBZ and Naruto were kind of the first ones, and you can say Pokemon as well.
I mean, that's
stuff like that.
That's the way it is with anything. Like without without Naruto and Dragon Ball, like anime wouldn't fucking be as popular as it is today. Yeah, that's a given. But I'm saying AOT, like,
yeah, Death Note deserves a shout, but I think AOT was a lot bigger.
I was actually bringing up Death Note later, but AOT, it's one of the first shows that I watched that I was like, the balance of all the aspects in the show is super well. Like, they did it really well.
Right.
Like, they have like the side characters have enough backstory to be attached to them, and all this and this kind of stuff like that. And there's like the action, the animation is fire as fuck. And dude, just like the arcs and dude, it was a very well-rounded anime. Whereas like stuff like Demon Slayer, like you can see they fund pretty heavily the animation. AOT, you're never like all their money went to that. Like you can never do that with AOT. They've covered all their bases pretty well.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think most of AOT, there's a lot of different aspects that you could say it revolutionized. Like in terms of gore and stuff like that, that wasn't necessarily a thing, and especially shown in anime at the time. Like, you know, you have things like Chainsaw Man. Like before AOT, at least as far as I know, that was not a thing in shonen, because it is focused on like boys, and that's not something that they would push. They push more of the fighting. Wouldn't be really a lot of gore, but in AOT there's a lot of gore, a lot of death.
Oh yeah,
and that was something that I feel like was a lot different.
First episode, you watch somebody getting eaten, bro.
No, literally. And then in terms of the themes, it pushed as well. I feel like it was a lot different. And I know we've been talking about a lot of shonen. I did want to take a moment real quick to be like, I think I wouldn't necessarily put Omar under this because I think I was gonna ask him if he had some other things as
That's
well.
what I
But
was about to. I was about to ask him too.
but I think we are a bit ignorant in terms of other genres of anime outside of shonen, and we're dealing with isekai. I mean, yes, I know other stuff, but in terms of what revolutionized things, shonen is a much more understood as like, yeah,
It's
this kind of
very
went into
easy to
this, kind of
pick
went into
out
this, kind of went into
shows.
this.
It's very
Exactly,
easy to pick out shows from shonen. There are
exactly.
certain shows in shonen that just stand out among the others.
And we haven't seen everything either. So I just wanted to say, like, if we're missing anything, let us know in the comments. I do kind of want to kind of understand a bit more. We've been taking some examples from chat, but there's a lot of things that we may not know. So don't be like, dang, they missed this. What the fuck? Or
Don't get
we
mad, bro.
just
Just
don't
tell
know.
us, and we'll, bro.
Uh,
If it's on like Crunchyroll or Funimation, bro, I'll put it on fucking list, bro.
Yeah, nah, yeah,
Have
because
it sit there.
there's a lot of other genres, and I feel like people get too bogged down in shonen. I've seen, and I think that is the truth because a lot of
I
other better
think
things
that's
out
why
there.
I was glad that I bridged off into slice of life at least a little bit with Comey Can't
Right.
Communicate. Like I think, yeah, I that's why I'm glad I kind of diversified a little bit. But I kind of want to let Omar speak for a second.
Okay, I'm marking it.
What are your thoughts, Omar?
But
Thoughts on what?
Just I guess AOT and stuff like what we were talking about here in the past few minutes.
As in like a shonen or is the AOT as a show?
well, I guess we can continue with AOT. Well, yeah, let's just continue with AOT for a little bit longer because I think there's
What
other
like if
aspects to
like
touch
do you agree with the fact like do you agree with me calling it revolutionary and like what like why like
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. AOT does not have some of the best episodes in all of any show, whether
Yeah.
anime or not. It has what's the ratings of it? Like 9.9s
Oh,
at least.
yeah, I think they have like
Yeah.
four. There's like 9.9 ratings, bro.
Yeah,
That's
I don't think
crazy.
there's any show that has more episodes up there than AOT.
I think the only one closest is Breaking Bad. It's like
Yeah,
AOT.
Breaking Bad
yeah.
has good episodes from what I heard.
Yeah.
that's not an anime.
Well, we was talking about all shows in general, like that.
Oh,
I just know
gotcha.
that like
Yeah,
the
that's
highest
how
rated
like
episodes are from
that's
AOT
how
and
you
Breaking
know
Bad.
AOT is such a good show because
Right.
the episodes are so good. It breaks the anime boundaries and goes into the Breaking Bad kind of shows.
It starts
Right.
spilling over into stuff where people can't ignore it anymore.
Exactly. They just look into it like there's no way this show has a better episode than Breaking Bad, and then like they watch it.
Yeah.
They got started from the first episode. I'm not gonna lie, the first episode is such a fucking like hooker. Like
Bro, they did a good job with that episode 1, bro. They were like, you know what? You're
Yeah,
watching.
that's a revolutionary episode in its own right. Like just
Oh,
off
yeah.
rip.
for real.
Like,
When I first watched it, and this was on what was it, Tanami. It was at night. I was watching. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" I was like,
And it's-
"Hell no! I can't watch this before I go to sleep."
Dude,
Guess what I did? Guess what I did the next week? Went back and watched it. The next
I
episode.
don't doubt it.
But no,
And I
I
watched
think
the
it's
next one.
wild because like that episode 1, like there's a lot of like they had some foresight writing
Bro,
that shit
nah,
because
it's
there's a
high.
lot
Mom
of
got eat.
there's
Literally
a
the title
lot
of the episode, bro. Literally.
Yeah, they had some fucking foresight, bro, and it's wild because of how much stuff ties back to that episode. It's insane.
100%. I
It
think
really
like
is. Like when I remember watching it and going through back in the past into the future again, I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, dude. If you
This
sit
shit
there
hella
and you
tough.
just fucking, if you sit there and you watch AOT through once, and then you go back and watch it again, there's all these things. You're just like, how the fuck did I miss that? Like how, like it was so blatantly obvious. Like I remember there was one where whenever Aaron was getting trained, right, and he fell and he hit his head, there was steam coming off of his head.
oh shit.
It was, and that was the first sign that he was
Wow.
a Titan transformer.
That's
But
pretty
none of us
impressive.
paid attention to it. All of us were like, "Oh, that just means he hit his head. Ouch!" Like,
Mhm.
nah. Like, there's a reason they put that kind of detail in there.
Right. Oh, facts.
So
Then what do you say? He said I like to shout out a mech one. Oh, I don't know where it is in the revolution. Yeah, you can just shout it out, bro. Like go ahead. We'll talk about it if
Yeah.
you have any input.
I think, and also we're starting to come up to the easier ones for us to remember since we're getting closer to like now ish.
Right. I do also want to ask Omar, like, is there any I know you could talk about manga too. I'm sure if you wanted to, like Berserk, for example. But is there any other like anime that outside of like shonen that you can think of that have that you feel like have revolutionized stuff? 'Cause I know we have missed probably a good amount.
Hmm.
Um,
Steins
oh, have
Gate's
you
a
seen
seinen, isn't it?
what?
Steins Gate.
Oh, Steins Gate. I think is it? We could definitely talk about Steins Gate. That's a good shout. I want to say it's a visual novel. I don't know if it falls under seinen or not. Steins Gate seinen. Let me see. I think Steins Gate a seinen. Let's see. Once we had a discussion, me Shauna or seinen. Okay, yeah, I believe it is seinen. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah. We could talk about Steins Gate. I think that's a good shout for sure.
I think Steins Gate is the perfect example of a show that does not need any fighting, yet it is so worth the while to watch.
I think we could throw a monster in there too.
Monster 2. Those two are some of the best thriller shows you see out there. Monster goes towards the mystery side, and Steins Gate goes towards more of the science and parallel world side.
Right.
And I don't think there's a show out there that tops either one of them in their own genre.
Mm,
Yeah,
that's fair.
I would agree. I would agree. At least in terms of what I've seen. Like I haven't seen nothing
I mean,
that
for what
tops that.
I've seen too. I mean, I haven't seen anyone perform like Tenma did,
Bro,
or I haven't
yeah.
seen anyone be the next Okabe.
Yeah, nah,
You know,
facts.
like it's hard to top those kind of shows when they're
Mhm.
already out there without looking like, oh, you just copy and pasted it. You know.
Yeah, yeah. I do think that definitely you can probably see some aspects of Monster that have come out in terms of storytelling, in terms of I know there's actually something Vic said a while back in one of our recommendation pods because I remember because it was a short. It's like the something gun thing. I forget what it was called. It's gonna piss me off, but it was some sort of thing where like it ties everything together in the show. Like every single piece of the show is important. Every single character serves a purpose. It all ties together. I think Monster is like the perfect example of that. You can see that in terms of a show like Odd Taxi, where it's like you could see that as well. I know you guys haven't seen it, but that's another example. Like Monster, I feel like it's something that kind of revolutionized that. And in terms of a back and forth between the protagonist and the antagonist, I think that was probably something Monster had as well with Johan and Tim. Like there wasn't much at least that I can think of that was like that beforehand, and it hasn't really been replicated since. But people have tried, I think. And then with Steins Gate, like the time travel thing, there's been very few anime that can even do time travel right at all. And Steins Gate managed to
Exactly.
pull it off perfectly. So that's a revolutionary thing right there. And in terms of its characters, the way it builds its story, if you watch it in the watch order, just the way it built, it's so perfect, bro.
It's literally perfect.
And yeah, bro, like it definitely has a lot. It definitely has a lot. For absolutely. Uh, Man, those are definitely some good shots. Is there any like romance or something like or shows like that?
I
That's
mean,
kind of.
everybody. I personally don't like it, but everybody talks about Kaguya-sama. That's like a that's like
Okay.
a big main one in the romance anime genre because
Okay.
it mixes aspects from other genres. Like it's based on romance. Like that's the entire thing behind it. It's Kaguya-sama, love is war. Like that's the whole thing. But they add in that element where it's like mental battles where they like pulled. I feel like they pulled inspiration from like Death Note and stuff like that, where they're like, we want to do romance, but we want to make it interesting somehow, and
So they
then
make
that
it
could happen.
comedic in a way.
Yeah,
Like from what I've heard, like with that one, it kind of pulls shonen fans into romance and kind of makes kind of ties that together a bit better. So I can see how that could be a shout for sure.
yeah. But like I said, I wasn't the biggest fan, but I can admit when something is powerhouse in that genre.
I think Fruits Basket probably as well deserves a shout because I
I
think
was
that
thinking about that. I
I
haven't
think
seen it, but I knew like it was a big name for a little bit.
mhm. It's an older one that I feel like definitely people have probably tried to emulate for sure. Like they're just based off what I've seen from it because they got rebooted and like I've definitely seen points of it. Fruits Basket brought So slice of life to the mainstream. Okay, perfect, perfect. Yeah, there you go. What about Full Metal for bringing darker storylines to the mainstream? I would agree. Full Metal Alchemist, a Brotherhood, Full Metal Alchemist, definitely a good shout in terms of yeah. Slice of life. Is it a slice of life or
I think it's more of a romance focus. Slice
yeah?
of
From what I've
life is
heard, yeah,
more.
yeah.
It's
I haven't
slice of
seen much
life
of it
is
yet
more
though.
stuff like Comey can't communicate, where like there's a slight romance aspect, but that's not what the entire show is about. It's about Comey and going like it's about Comey and helping her communicate and stuff like that. That's what the entire show is
Yeah,
about. But there is romance in it.
I
That's
mean,
I
I've
think the
heard a bit of
difference.
both about Fruits Basket, so I think it's a bit of every it has a bit of everything, which is probably why it's up there. And then yeah, Full Metal. I definitely think that there are aspects of Full Metal that inspired a lot. In terms of things like because it's seen as pretty much if you have it at number one on your list, no one's gonna say anything. Like, and that's for a reason, right? Like it's rated number one on Mouth for a reason. I know things are past it, but the fans always come back. It's still a reason that it's there, and I think that
The dick riding is crazy.
the dig writing is crazy. But Omar, I think you would agree. Like you can understand why it's there, right? Like it's not. It makes sense. Like it's definitely had revolutionary aspects to it. I would say personally.
I mean, me personally, yeah, I think you forgot I didn't watch Brotherhood, so
That's true. But you watch Full Metal Alchemist though, so it's
yeah, that's
basically the
true.
same shit. Basically the same thing, right?
I guess. I mean, I don't know, like it's not as close to the story as the Full Brotherhood was, so that's why people don't like it as much.
Fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, Full Metal Alchemist definitely a shout. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. RJ said Slice of Life was mainly brought up by shows like K-On, Heyoka, and Snafu. Okay. Yeah, I've heard of all those as well.
Yeah.
Like
Snafu
those.
I've heard on. The first two I have not.
Mhm. Yeah. And then I did want to quickly touch on sports anime as well. 'Cause I think like shows like
Yeah.
Slam Dunk, Omar. I know you're
IQ.
about to touch on that one.
Yep.
In terms of the revolutionary of sports anime, I think Haikyuu brought it even more into the mainstream than it was before. So in terms of the earlier side, you could say Slam Dunk is kind of what made it, and then Haikyuu kind of brought it into the mainstream. I don't know if you wanted to touch on that since you know more about Slam Dunk than me, Omar, but I'll leave that to you.
Let's see here. What did Slam Dunk? Let's see. Starts off as a guy in high school, has a
That's valid.
crush, starts playing sports because he wants to impress the crush. And then after that, he starts getting into the sport actually. And then it just builds off from there.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Mm-hmm.
plenty of uh what's the word I'm looking for?
You mean like plenty of shit? What could you be trying to say? Plenty of
Motherfucker.
aspects of it that you could say are kind of
Yeah,
have
plenty of
inspired the rest.
aspects that
Okay.
would intrigue you into watching it. Even
Okay.
though
Yeah.
I wasn't even I'm not even a basketball fan. You gotta watch the whole show and finish the manga.
Right.
Damn.
Right.
Yeah, like I was
Okay.
not gonna leave the
I feel
manga
like
there
if I'm gonna
to it.
watch a sports anime, it's gonna end up being Kuroko's Basket. Like I feel like that's the sports anime that I'd like because I like I tried watching Haikyuu. I finished season 1 of Haikyuu. I might have. I think that's as far as I got. And It's not like I didn't like Haikyuu. I thought it was good. It just didn't. I wasn't like super big on Hinata as a character, even though
Or
like
ego too. Yeah.
but I do know that IQ is a good show, but
Mhm.
I feel like I would lean more towards stuff like Kuroko's Basket.
Omar, do you think that Slam Dunk that you can see like are the sports anime coming out like have a similar what's it called like a similar storyline to it like is it like is it kind of like the how, I'm trying to figure out how to say it but kind of like the
Let,
staple
let
like
me
Slam
think. Let me think, because Hajime no Ippo is also one of the biggest sports
yeah
anime to
yeah
come out. Hajime no Ippo starts off as a shy guy that wants to learn how to fight to protect himself,
Mhm.
and then he just gets fucking too good at it.
Right.
Yeah, he's still the respectful guy that he is. Like he's still like bashful as always and all that stuff. Let's see. And sports anime that I have seen lately will be Blue Log and Aoashi,
Mhm.
both soccer shows.
Or I guess newer ones too, like Haikyuu. Just anything like that's come out since like the older ones, like those two that
Well, I can tell you they all lead to one thing, and that
right.
is to, after a while, to become the best in their sport.
Okay. Okay.
Because in Slam Dunk, uh, Sakurai wants to become the best basketball player because he calls himself a genius, all to impress a girl. Now maybe they have like different like side goals, like his isn't to impress a girl, but his is still to become the best.
Right, right,
And
right.
Hajino Ippo, he's been boxing ever since like middle school to high school, and he actually does achieve to be the best.
Okay. Okay.
I think if we're
So
talking about fighting, though, I think one that made fighting mainstream, and it's more recent, but like Baki went nuts.
No, yeah, it did. Yeah, no,
Baki,
Baki.
Baki,
oh yeah,
bro, Baki. Even people like when I would be on TikTok, and even people who wouldn't watch anime would be like, "I'm trying to do the Baki pose," and like the way with the one where he was on his one arm laying
yeah,
sideways and stuff
no
like that.
fucking shot.
Yeah, no,
Bro,
like people like I feel like there was people not even watching anime that were just like, "Yo, this dude is fucking crazy."
there's so much shit we could touch on, bro. Cause you just saying that kind of made me think like JoJo's would be like kind of even an
How did we
inspiration for
forget
something like that.
JoJo's?
Or Fist of the North Star,
Archie
like
would
those
be
type of
so
shows.
mad at us right now.
Yeah, yeah,
We will okay. We'll bring it up. JoJo's is fucking. Oh, I didn't know Baki was a '90s show. Wow,
yeah, yeah. No, because it
Yeah,
was
it was
older.
just a
It was older.
reanimated.
Yeah, yeah,
gotcha. That's why. Okay. But no, I will at least like JoJo's definitely fucking is a big name in anime without a doubt.
yeah. And I
Like
think it's like
I've heard people say we're like if you like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you'll like any anime basically.
right. And
Like I've
there's
heard a
like
lot of people say that.
I would assume that there's revolutionary aspects to it,
Okay.
like because you had the different protagonists, the different
The
storylines,
generational type shit,
the
that was fucking
stands, the power
crazy.
system, all that shit, bro. There's a lot to it. I mean, obviously,
Well,
Omar
because
can
it's
speak on it
crazy
better
because
than
they
us.
had two
But
separate power systems within the same show.
yeah,
Because they had Hamon in the first two seasons, if I'm correct, and then season 3 they were like, you know what, we're gonna step it up a notch, stands.
yeah, it's just crazy,
But we have one more that we have to get to.
bro. There were like two more I was about to say though.
What?
No, bro, I keep thinking this shit. I think
We,
Hunter x Hunter is
we,
another one we
we
brought up earlier,
yeah, we
and
brought that up.
then the other one was Gintama, bro. Like
I haven't seen that, so I
I
wouldn't
feel
know.
like not saying Gintama is kind of an L. Like, I feel like we couldn't not say that,
Well, we're
because
gonna have to
that's.
bring these a different time because
We have one more that we have to hit
I'm
tonight, River,
saying,
and then we end in it.
okay, I'll just finish. Like, Omar, would you say like Gintama brought comedy out in anime, like, and that's kind of was the mainstay of comedy. That's kind of what brought it out. Would you agree with that? Because that's to
uh
my knowledge, that was kind of how it was. I don't know,
let's see
at
here.
least into
Well,
mainstream anime.
it has a lot of references and parodies, you could say.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I've laughed out loud watching Daily Life of the Immortal King and Spy Family, bro.
Or you can thank Gintama. Fuck it.
Okay. All right. Last one, River. Go.
Yeah, we gotta I was gonna say we finish off with Naruto because I think
Wait, Phantom. Okay, once I can bring Phantom's comment up because I have the stream pulled up on the side. There it is. Woo!
Mr. DXD brought Pervy into the mainstream. I mean,
Yes, that is true.
yeah,
Continue,
I
River, with the
guess
final
High School
series
DxD
one.
revolutionary. Fucking.
High School DxD
But yeah, man, Naruto in terms of more recent. Well, it's not that recent at all, but in terms of the recent pack of shonen anime and manga, most, if damn near not all of them, are inspired by Naruto, and you can see there's multiple Naruto clones, multiple people coming off Naruto. Even you could say Bleach too. There's obviously things that have been inspired from Bleach, like JJK is a clear one.
And
Um,
what other show is gonna have people Naruto running across campus?
literally,
Like
yeah.
I remember in high school, people just and I'm just like, are you serious? Like good
Oh,
cool show, but like only Naruto has that effect on people.
and then okay, well this goes back, bro. Like Sasuke. People always say they're Sasuke clones, but that goes back to Kurapika. And that also goes back to Hiei. So there's a whole thing with that,
I
and I
don't
think that
think
goes back farther.
I
But
get well,
Sasuke is like the main one that everyone thinks of in terms of the deuteragonist.
I
Or
don't think Kurapika's the Sasuke clone, but I don't want to get into
no, no,
that.
no, he's not a clone. Sasuke would be a Kurapika clone because
I
Kurapika
guess.
came before.
Oh
So
yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
and then Hiei came before Kurapika. It's a whole thing, bro.
I got you. I got you. But yeah,
Naruto's the blueprint for a shonen protagonist. Yeah, literally,
Naruto is the
literally.
blueprint for a lot of stuff.
A lot of shit, bro.
A
A
lot
lot of
of
things.
stuff.
Because I think a lot of people are trying to replicate Naruto and the success that it had. I
Yeah.
don't think the reason I don't think you see that with One Piece as much is just the difficulty.
People know you can't recreate One Piece. There's no way.
That's what I'm saying. The degree of difficulty to create a One Piece is harder than
There's
Naruto.
nothing
Not
like
saying
it.
that it's easy to create a Naruto, but there's just more that goes into a One Piece than a Naruto.
It's
just kinda how
easier
it
to
is.
pull aspects from Naruto and make it work in other shows than it is to do that with One Piece.
Goku is the
Because
blueprint for
One
shonen
Piece
protagonist.
is so intricate.
I mean, I don't know though, because I think Naruto even upgrade, like he changed Goku's. He had some. He took. I think Naruto had some aspects that Goku had, and then evolved it even more. So yeah, you could say Goku. But I think that Naruto is even more a correct
I
one in
think
terms
they
of today.
added on
Yeah.
to Naruto from like to what they added to, let's say, like they added to Goku to make Naruto. They added like a real in-depth backstory. I think that was one of the first like that's where not like you get connected to Naruto. Like
Right.
everybody gets connected to Naruto. Like you can't sit here and be like, nah, they're like he turns villains into his friend, bro. Like there is nobody like Naruto.
There's not, and they definitely. Yeah. Like, bro, and then even the villains. But there's so much shit to come from Naruto that I think is today. If you look at My Hero and Demon Slayer, the only ones that have Omar merch follow the lovable loser blueprint that Naruto laid out. You could probably even say Black Clover too. Asta, like it's a lot. Most of the shonen now kind of have that type of Naruto. Trying to come from that and build on it or not. Some folks just copying that shit. But yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to know. Omar, if you had any other points in terms of Naruto you wanted to bring up, go ahead. But
I got nothing. You guys covered it all.
There we go. As of what Shonen is trying to do right now, it's the Naruto blueprint. That's fair. Naruto himself came from Goku. That's what I'm saying, though. But I think Naruto was built more onto that. You know what I'm saying? Like Goku started it, Naruto improved it or built on it. I don't know about it. I don't know if improved is the right word, but he definitely it was built on within Naruto. And now today, I think most of these people are looking towards Naruto and creating their protagonists. And I think there's some clear differences to this version of a blueprint than what Goku's version of blueprint would be. That's just my take on it. I could, but yeah, I think that kind of brings us to an end here. I said, if you guys have any other anime we did not mention, make sure to let us know. Let us know what you think revolutionized the game the most, and then what things did the craziest things, and really help change the genre for the better, even for the worse in some cases. Remember, stop playing the middle ground. I'm right. Nah, bro, because that's not the case, bro. Because Naruto came after Goku. He was inspired by Goku. The blueprint of Naruto would not be around without the blueprint of Goku. That's just how it works. But I think Naruto's blueprint is the one that is followed now.
Anime is
an advanced
constantly
version
evolving.
of Goku's blueprint.
Anime, they're constantly they take inspiration from the past and add to it. That's how you move things forward.
Right.
There's always going to be a little bit of the past influence in a character, and you'll see it. But then when you add more, it's just It's a whole new thing. And you see it as a whole new thing. And then that whole new thing, people are like, wow, this is insane. And they start doing that, or they add to that a little bit. And it makes that's how anime is going to progress. And that's how we're going to get peak fiction.
I see what River is saying. All right, I'll take that as a dub. Let's get out of here.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, thank y'all for watching. We appreciate you guys as always. Make sure y'all check out the Patreon because we got some special stuff coming on there. Links in the description for that. Yeah, Dylan will be moving soon, and we're gonna be vlogging
Your
that.
boy got confirmed an apartment. I'll move in. I move in on Sunday, and when it comes to the Patreon, I don't know how many of y'all pay Magic the Gathering or anything like that, but I'm starting to do some solo videos on there of doing just like some basic deck building of like Commander and stuff like that. And so if y'all are interested in that type of stuff, let me know because I had a fun time. I intended on making a 15-minute video, turned into an hour. So
and this guy is funny and entertaining to listen to. So even if you don't, I mean, you could definitely get a kick out of it regardless. So definitely some interesting stuff there. This man's a content machine when it comes to shit he likes to talk about. But yeah, we got more podcasts coming out. We've been recording some reactions, stuff like that. That'll be coming out soon. So stay tuned. We got a lot of content over there. So make sure to check it out if you're interested. Lots of different tiers, lots of different options to get involved. Lots of different things we're gonna be looking to do. So
get ready for the flow gaming to go crazy.
Type shit. And shout out to the patrons, man. Maury, Cammy, Phantom, Urzi, Evan, T, and Archie type shit. Yes, sir, I pay for it, but don't watch it. You're crazy. You could definitely watch some of the shit that's been coming out. But, you know, I think it's probably after we hated on him on that tier list with his anime openings, Omar. That he kind of said, fuck it. Maybe.
Shaking my head, man.
Congrats. Yeah, bro. Shout out to Dylan, man. Flow Gaming sounds lit. Facts will be. Make sure you join the Discord though. We'll be in there relatively often. Try to be. We'll be trying to get on space and more too. So we're gonna have a lot going on. So make sure to tune in for that. And Saturday, 10 a.m. Central Time. You know, we got the Anime Family Feud coming out. It's gonna be heat. So be ready for that. And we're actually gonna do a double podcast. So we got the Fall Anime Roundup as well coming out normal time 7. And then next January 7th is also gonna be the Anime of the Year tournament. So crazy stuff coming around, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Make sure to stay in the loop. But yeah, that brings us to a close here. If y'all got anything to say, anything else to add, or just want to say bye to the people, go ahead.
I'm all good. Like I said, stay tuned for big things this next week. A lot's gonna change. You're gonna see a different fucking room and everything. It's gonna be wild.
Yeah, facts. I went back to working 60 hours, chilling out again. You're crazy. All right. Oh, you're chilling out again now. Okay, fair enough. Omar, you want to say bye to the people?
Peace.
All right,
I guess that's fair.
We love you guys. Flow out. Peace. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Bro, I swear it gets worse every time with this man, bro.
I know, right?